Hello and welcome to this mystery shopper training video for the Club Lime walk-in mystery shops. My name is Liska McClanahan and it's my pleasure to take you through the requirements of this mystery shop today. So let me just share some materials I have. Alrighty. So an important note before we get started, if you're an existing member of one of Club Lime's clubs that we assign you, or you have inquired with this Club Lime club before, you're not eligible to complete this shop. Please notify our team and we'll look at allocating you a different client instead. Okay, so the client is Club Lime, and we hope that this training gives you a clear overview of the requirements. Thanks for jumping on to do it. Club Lime is one of the largest non-franchised network of gyms in Australia, with over 100 clubs nationally. And your role is vital in giving feedback on the experience of prospective members, both what they're doing well and identifying areas of improvement. But before you start, you will need to save the phone numbers for every club you've been allocated in your phone under the correct club name. And you need to do this for 3 reasons. It stops you from getting confused about which clubs are calling you, in this case, during the follow-up stage, which we'll get to soon. The dates and times of some of these calls are required to be populated in the report, and you will be required to upload screenshots of call logs on your phone to show when calls were made or not made, or when calls were missed and from which clubs. So please refer to your confirmation email to ensure you have the correct club location and details, because as we know, in Australia, there can be multiple suburbs with the same name that actually are in different states. Should be less of an issue with these walk-in mystery shops, but please, it's worthwhile still checking that you've got the correct club. Okay, and also it's critical that the club can reach you when they call for the follow-up in this case. So therefore, as part of this mystery shop, please make sure you turn off any do not disturb or focus mode settings. Make sure your number is not set as private or blocked, and don't block the phone numbers for the clubs you're mystery shopping. All right, your mission details. You need to go into the club as a walk-in customer and ask to find out some information about memberships. And by walk-in, we mean don't make an appointment, just show up. You'll do a tour of the club, but do not join. And then you'll wait to see if the club contacts you within 1 business day of visiting the club. So the report, once you've finished your mystery shop, we'll ask you to fill out an online questionnaire about your experience. When you hit submit, you will receive a confirmation email immediately after your submission. Your report comes directly through to our quality assurance team, who will quality check your report. And if anything is unclear or missing, they'll reach out to you for that information to ensure they can approve your report as valid. In terms of payment, there's 2 stages, and we'll pay you $60 once the final stage has been completed. And we'll go through all the stages shortly. So the criteria of our mission. Stage 1 is the first part of stage 1 is the welcome and introduction. So you'll visit the club and ask to speak to someone about a membership. Remember, you don't need to make an appointment. Just be sure to visit on one of the days and windows of time that the human experience team give you in your confirmation email. When you arrive, you need to assess if the reception was clean and tidy, if the staff member's wearing the uniform, which note is a Club Lime polo, a Club Lime jacket or jumper, and plain black shorts or tights. The staff should not be wearing coloured socks. You'll need to take note of whether you are acknowledged and welcomed to the club by a member of staff, and the staff member should also invite you into the club for a tour. So continuing on with the welcome and introduction, you'll need to listen carefully to if the staff member asks you at least 2 of the general introduction questions. These can include, what is your name? How are you? Have you been to Club Lime before? How did you hear about us? And what has brought you in today? You will need to know which questions the staff member asks you, both from the list above or if it's something different. So please pay close attention. And also take note of if the staff member asked you to check in using their QR code guest register. Okay, next is the needs analysis. So before or during the tour of the club, the staff member should ask you at least 3 needs-based questions. These can include, have you been a member of a gym before? Which gym were you at? How long were you a member for? What type of training do you like to do? Is there anything specific you're looking for? What are you hoping to achieve? How many days per week would you like to train? And do you have any friends or family already training here? Listen carefully to what they ask you, as you will need to select them in your report, as well as note any questions they ask that are not from this list. And have a think perhaps before you go in as to what your answers to some of these questions might be, and stick as close to the truth as possible. So if you had been a member of a gym before, then you can talk about that experience. If you were going to join the gym and train, what are the days you would most likely come? Then onto the club tour. So the staff members should take you on a tour of the club, and we need you to take note of the areas that they show you during your tour. These could include the weights floor, the cardio area, group exercise studios and circuit zones, show you the club timetables, the pool, sauna or steam rooms if they have them. They might show you the bathrooms, the creche again if they have it, where the lockers are, the 24/7 emergency board, and the personal trainer board. And as you're on the club tour, we want to know if the staff member connects elements of the conversation that you've had and the tour to the personal information and needs you shared beforehand. For example, if you said you struggled with motivation, did they talk about the personal trainers? If you said you only want to do weights in the gym because you like to do cardio outside, did they spend more time showing you the strength equipment? And if there's personal training available at the club you visit, the staff member should mention personal training, PT, or PT packs. Then the price presentation. So after the tour, the staff member should take you through the membership options, and you'll need to assess, did the staff member present the membership options on a device like an iPad? Did they create urgency or mention the current promotion? Did they go through the membership options with you? And did they mention that Club Lime don't have lock-in contracts? And finally, closing the sale. The staff member should ask if you'd like to get started today. You will then need to object to joining. Make sure you have a reason ready. For example, you're just not sure about the cost, or you want to speak to your partner. We want to see if the staff member remains friendly and attempts to either book you a complimentary gym visit or let you know a day they will follow up with you. If they ask you when it's convenient to call, tell them the next business day. Keeping in mind that the business days are Monday to Friday, so don't include Saturday and Sunday in that. So if you visit on a Friday and they ask when it's convenient to call, you tell them sometime on the Monday. Okay, now stage 2. So this is the follow-up. So expect a phone call on the following business day. Again, keeping in mind Saturday and Sunday are not considered business days. And do everything you can to take that call. If you miss the call, call back as soon as you can. Please do give the club until the end of the following business day based on their hours of operation. So some of these clubs might be open till later in the evening. So keep that in mind. Also note that Saturday and Sundays are not considered working days, as I mentioned. So if you walked in on a Friday, you'll need to give the club until the close of their business day on the Monday. Please take note of the name of the staff member you speak to when you do, when they do get through on the follow-up call, assuming they do. And the staff member should ask you how your visit to the club was and check if you have any more questions about the club or memberships. The staff member should then offer for you to come back to the club for another visit or to join. After you decline to join, the staff member should remain friendly when ending the call. Again, have a reason for declining to join as part of this follow-up. Now, if you don't receive a call, answer no to all questions in this section. Upload a screenshot of your call log showing no missed calls from this club the following business day and submit your report. If you receive a text message from the club instead of a call, note this in your comments, but there is no requirement to reply to the text message. Okay, just a few final notes. Read through the online report questions before you complete each stage to ensure you have the questions fresh in your mind. Then complete the report as soon as possible after each stage. Be objective and tell the story. It's not our job to judge, criticise, or give our opinion. We simply need to run through what happened so the report can be used as a coaching tool. Please make sure you get the names of every staff member you interact with, and don't be afraid to ask for their name if you missed it. You will be asked to upload a screenshot of any calls you make, miss, don't receive, or receive from the club. So the sooner you submit your report when it's due, the easier it is to find these calls in your phone to take a screenshot of. And that's it. Thank you for completing this training video. You'll now just need to do a quick knowledge check that will run through some questions about this training to make sure you're comfortable with the requirements. And then you can let the team know that you are ready to do Club Lime walk-in mystery shops. I'll just stop presenting. So thank you very much. And we look forward to having you join the crew that are doing these Club Lime walk-in mystery shops. Bye for now.